Alright, so what I got here, I got two Trimble S7, S9 elbows, whatever you want to call them, for the Trimble S7 Theodolite specifically is what this one is. Right here, this is a good elbow. It's operational, nothing wrong with it. And then here is one that I'm having a problem with, and this is different than last time. Last time I had a problem with the lens inside the tube, but this is what I'm seeing here. So if you look, obviously there's something different between the two. This steel adapter piece is not present inside this one. So what happened is I put the elbow on, got done with it, went to take it off, and the steel adapter is stuck on the instrument now. So good thing I didn't crank it down too tight, because I can still hand loosen it and take it off. But I could see this being a problem if somebody put it on just a little too tight, and then suddenly they can't get the damn steel adapter off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the steel adapter off the instrument. I'm going to potentially clean off the threads in here and the threads on the steel piece. And then I'm going to make sure it still threads in, make sure I don't cross thread it. Then I'm going to take some Loctite, just some old school Loctite, the blue brand, because it's removable in case for some reason I ever need back in. This is what this is going to do. Is this is going to go in between the threads. It's going to harden and cure. It's going to keep this from happening again. Okay, so set this over here. Take this off. Wipe off the threads. Make sure they're still good. I might even, if it was in worse condition, I might even take a wire brush to the inside of both, but I'm not seeing debris on either one, so it should be good. Another key thing is inside here, there's a little detent washer, a little tension washer. Make sure that's still in place, because I'm sure it's important for some reason or another. And then I'm going to use this as a reference, my good one as a reference, to make sure that I'm putting the steel piece back in the right way. So the little holes outboard, very carefully get it started without cross-threading it. Alright, and it's in. So it's still going to work out for me. Get my Loctite. I'm going to put a generous amount on the threads. Ooh. Try not to get it on the inside anywhere. Really making sure this thing doesn't come off. Okay. See, I'm just screwing it back in. As tightly as I can get it with my fingers. And then what I can do is I can wipe off the excess Loctite, because that will harden and cause me some problems later. It'll look dirty. Then give it one final good twist. I might even use pliers. I'm actually not seeing a good place to use pliers. So it'd be good if you had one of those tools that would go in both holes and you could tighten it like that. You could use some wire or something like that if you found it. But this should be good enough, and it should cure and keep that from happening again. So again, this is one of those last ditch things, where if you really need an elbow to work, or if you really need to get an elbow off an instrument. So let's say, for example, the steel piece came off and got stuck on the S7. What I might have to do is exactly what I just did: clean it up, get it started, make sure it threads in, and then put Loctite while it's still on the instrument, crank it down, let it cure. Okay, like I was saying, so if I got the steel piece stuck on the instrument, what I could do, same thing, clean off the threads, put on Loctite, and then crank it down. Once it cures, then I should be able to take the entire elbow itself off of the instrument. That'd be the last thing I can imagine trying, other than, I mean, if you really needed to use the S7, you could take some pliers to the steel piece. You're going to totally ruin it, but at least you'll be able to use your S7 afterwards with no elbow. All right, so just keep that in mind. If you have any questions, just let me know. That's all I got. What's up?
Good afternoon, Sergeant. We were just wondering.
Good afternoon. What's up?
We were wondering what we're supposed to be doing, or where Sergeant Browning was.
I'm right here. What are you supposed to be doing? What did
just
I tell you to do?
Told us to wait in the classroom after 10 minutes.
As I told you to clean the fucking room up and everything, right? And then what?
Sit in the classroom, Sergeant.
And there it is. It's your instructions. Stand by. I'll start to head back in there. We're literally done. We test tomorrow. Yes. So I may be able to get a day back. Oh, doesn't work. I'm shooting through already Astro like fucking hot water.